I feel like I did the whole thing there, riding side saddle.
Yeah, there was a vibe. I enjoyed it. I actually really enjoy seeing you with that V.
I'll be honest with you, there's always been a little part of me that goes, I wish I could rock a guitar like this and not look like some sort of midlife crisis wannabe.
Oh, you're so cool coordinated as well. Look at that.
It's like quadruple denim here, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, I'm literally, I couldn't be any more blue if I was... So, this last video, I believe, of our Jackson, Charvel and EVH Spectacular Social Takeover. If you don't know what I'm talking about, head on over to our socials or read the links below. Do it now, though, because there's a live takeover where all the experts from Charvel, Jackson and EVH will be there to talk to you.
There you go.
So lots of X series came out at the beginning of 2021, but we have 4 guitars here to tell you about right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll start with me.
You've got one of a quartet of guitars that are basically that same thing. So please, tell us now.
Well, I'm holding the SL7A in unicorn white. Ooh. There is a 6-string version, which is called the SL2, and the SL7, which is the one I'm holding. Like I said, there's a Floyd Rose version of this, and the same applies to the 6-string version. So you can get this exact guitar with a Floyd in a 7 or a 6, in a nutshell. We've got a through neck construction with a nice bit of scarfed off, jobby going on there with a satin finished.
That's what the guy that finishes these. I'm so pleased, Rabea, that you've just referred to my life's work as scarfed off jobby.
Scarfed off jobby. Well, anyway, we do have a scarfed off jobby onto this beautiful satin finish maple neck and ebony fretboard, 24 frets. And I'm going to say these are jumbo frets because they're really chubby.
It's a chunk of ebony, that is, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Proper slab there.
It is a proper slab.
Boist. And yeah, hardtail, like I said, we've got 5-way, we've got volume and tone, no coil split going on there, and hardtail. Other than that, we've got Jackson locking tuners.
Yeah, we've got the reverse headstock as well,
which is
kind of cool.
I prefer the 7-string Jackson headstock to the 6-string.
Do you?
I don't know why. I just think it looks extra badass because it's just that little bit longer and pointier and, dangerous.
Did you mention what the body and the top is?
Sorry, I didn't. It's mahogany body and ash top. So, and like I said, unicorn white.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's like a textured kind of paint job in sort of white, so you see a bit of the grey and a bit of the wood and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I've never seen a unicorn in the flesh, so I couldn't tell you how accurate a reproduction this is. But in Jackson land, apparently there's unicorns every day.
I reckon on stage this would be wicked with lights and stuff. It would react really nicely to the stage lights, but we don't play gigs anymore, so. But also we've got this lovely perloid binding as well, which matches on the headstock too. Also loaded with Duncan Distortion 7-string humbuckers in a satin black finish, which I prefer to the kind of gloss.
Do you like
black.
Do you like it where you can't see that? You see, I like to be proud.
I really dislike the logo on there.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't like
Isn't that the great thing about, because if I don't have the Seymour Duncan logo on there, I feel like, well, how will anyone know?
I just think it looks... I've never liked the logo writing on pickups, pickups. I just can't stand it. I don't know why, I just think it looks cheap. Anyway, this is the sound of the guitar. I should just mention that I'm running an EVH 5153 6SX 50-watt head. Got some ambience provided by Universal Audio on the ground. Let's start with the bridge pickup. And again, apologies, I'm not a 7-string player. We got a lot of reverb going on there, which I like.
Yeah, of course we do. Those big 7-string, the bottom B string. Are you playing in normal B or have you dropped
it to A?
I thought you had. It's like extra deep.
Yeah, sounds great though. Let's add a little bit of crunch. Move to position 2. Position 3. position 4. Right, anyway, we went through all the pickups, so let's try some gain real quick, some chugs. Play gent, but it does the gent thing really, really easily.
That's not a minor pentatonic blues solo, Rabea. You've blown my mind.
Well, the old symmetrical Alan Holdsworth thing. It was used as a lick in a Periphery song, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's the noise my old ZX Spectrum used to make when I was loading Jet Set Willie off the cassette.
Yeah, well, apologies for the excuse me. Apologies for the lack of genting. But I would say that you've got plenty of different tonal options with it, and it's a hardtail, so it's, you know, it's sturdy, stays in tune, and it's, you know, unicorn white. So
that's the SL7 and the SL2. Both of those are, or all 4 of those are going to be round about the sort of 1,000, probably just north of £1,000
there you go.
for those guitars. But yes, check the old website for more. Now,
this is the one.
I've just got to stand up, sorry.
The moment we've all been waiting
I've just got to stand up because look, I mean, perfect balance. I've colour coordinated. I knew I was demonstrating this guitar, so I purposely picked everything. I've got blue pants on, blue socks, blue everything. And this is the new X Series in the classic Randy Rhoads shape. A player, again, as Rabea just said, died very young. I guess most people will know him for his Aussie kind of stuff, but a pretty accomplished guitar player all round and influenced thousands and thousands of guitar players around the world. Anyway, this was his kind of shape. I believe legend has it, this was a shape that he'd asked Grover Jackson to kind of design for him based on, obviously, the original Jackson V. And I just like, you know, I like what they're doing here. Jackson are taking a punt this year. Now, whether it will pay off or not, only you guys can decide. But they think that this whole crackle finish is, you know, the shizzle for 2021. So they've done this in quite a lot of guitars. They're going for it. We've got mirrored finish guitars. We've got crackle finish guitars. We've got crackle mirror finish guitars.
Really?
Yeah, literally, like you've gone into your bathroom and smashed all your tiles up. That's
smiled.
Yeah. And I kind of like, they've clearly gone to Seymour Duncan and said, look, you know, I don't just want to put black pickups on here. Can you do us a limited run with like the blue and the white? And, you know, it's, look.
Attention to detail.
Specs on this guitar, it's the X Series RR24. So we have got Duncan distortion pickups. There's obviously a thing this year. It's almost like we've gone from JBs and 59s a few years ago to Sentience and Pegasus, and now we're into the distortions. Yeah. It's not a new pickup. It's been in the catalogue for ages.
Good pickups.
1000 series Floyd, ebony board. How would I describe the neck? I mean, you've obviously got the finish now, the blue crackle on the neck, so you're going to have to like a gloss finish neck. It's not the sort of satin smooth kind of vibe. I actually don't mind that. It's pretty slim,
Jackson
pretty
have
wide.
Quite a wide fretboard for it, don't they?
That was the neck pickup. Here is, I can't play this. I'm secretly quite fond of this. I quite like the sort of.
Would you
just
take
the
it home?
vibe of it?
Would you play it at home?
I don't know. I mean, it irritates me that I can't find a comfortable position to sit with it. I mean, I think if you were perhaps more classically trained, you'd actually.
Even so, it would be more upright, right, like this.
I don't know, because I'm, you know, naturally I feel like I want it sort of here to play it, but obviously it doesn't sit like that, so I've kind of wedged over a bit.
Standing only.
Yeah, I think so. Standing only, or just getting used to it being shifted over a bit more. What have we got distortion-wise?
Nice.
So there we are. I don't know any Randy Rhoads stuff, and I don't know if he ever played anything like that, but if he did, he probably played it much better.
I don't know.
So yeah, 2 different colours in this, depending on your political persuasion. You can go with the blues and the whites, or the reds and the blacks. Up to you. So yeah, there's a black guitar with red crackle all over it.
Is that the Bloods and the Cribs?
Or is that a red guitar with black crackle all over it?
I heard that the Bloods and the Cribs, you know, these gangs in America. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Black with red crackle.
But the Bloods had obviously the red and the black colour scheme going on, and the Cribs was blue and white.
There we go. Jackson Wars, episode 3. Yeah, so sorry. So blue with white crackle, or black with red crackle. And then again, that's got the black and the red pickups in it. So it's kind of cool vibe. Anyway, Mr. Rabea.
I'm holding possibly
The vainest guitar. This is for vain guitar players, isn't it? Just like halfway through the solo, you're like, I still look gorgeous.
So good.
I'm still looking good.
Oh my God, I'm so sexy.
Still amazing.
I want to see myself when I play this note. I was saying before, like, I can see a use of this.
See, we've got matching headstock.
I know I can check myself out, make sure I'm looking good, and then play those notes. You know?
Pete pointed out this is the worst guitar for YouTube demos ever.
Yeah, I know.
Because all you're ever going to see is every YouTuber's messy bedroom.
Scratty bedrooms, yeah, tissues on the floor, cans of Coke.
Yeah, Tay on camera.
Sup, Tay. This rather Larry looking number is a Jackson SL2 mirror top. It's HSS constructed. Well, firstly, I just need to say I'm loving the way this looks. It's actually a mirror because you can see the thickness of the... Do you reckon it's glass?
I'd be surprised if it was
I mean, that's
glass.
got to be a health and safety hazard,
It's surely
isn't it?
just a film, isn't it? And then lacquered over the film. Maybe it's glass.
It's
I mean,
a good 3 mil thick top that I can see. If it's glass, if you do drop this, do be careful. You have 7 years bad luck guitar playing. You'll never play a good song in your life. Well, for 7 years at least. But in any case, Floyd Rose 1000 series. We've got 5-way, tone, volume, and then we've got the distortion, believe it or not, in the bridge. And then we've got the flat strat, is it?
Custom flats.
Custom flats in the middle and the neck. Ebony fretboard, mirror piranha inlays.
I can't believe we've got mirrored inlays.
So if you haven't got enough...
Yeah.
It is a mirror.
Enough reflective surface.
Pete's looked it up. It's an actual mirror.
And you actually... Oh, it is. For me, I'm getting Paul Stanley vibes.
Paul Stanley vibes. Well, I mean, Marty Friedman's latest signature from Jackson, which is also part of the 2021 lineup, is a smashed mirrored top with like a purpley pink mirror.
That is Paul Stanley vibes.
Yes.
Maybe he really liked Kiss.
Perhaps he did.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, probably.
Maybe he's got a thing.
Who didn't?
Yeah. Well, there you go. They were a little bit before my time, not going to lie. But I appreciate the Kiss. In any case, back to the guitar. Outside of the fact it's got mirrors, it's also got maple through neck construction with, again, the scarfy jobby job going on there. I like the matched mirrored headstock.
I've never seen anything like it. Mirrored
you
matched
can check
headstock.
yourself out and you don't
Mirrored-
even need to look at the body. You can just look there.
Skip them.
See what I mean? Like if we were on stage together, I could be concentrating on the solo and Lee could be concentrating
Literally on me eyeliner.
There you go. We got 24 frets. I'm going to say they look like stainless steel because they're extra shiny. But anyway.
Are they mirrored frets?
They could be mirrored frets even. There's a mirrored finish going on top of that. I think I pretty much covered everything about this guitar.
Did you mention it's got mirrors on it?
It's definitely got
Definitely
mirrors.
got
In
mirrors
case
on it.
you didn't.
Let's have a little
notice.
here.
Let's have a little here. We'll start.
Over here, over here.
Clean channel on the EVH. On the neck pickup, here we go. Let's carry on the middle position. That's spanky.
That's spanky, isn't it?
Then position 2. And then the bridge pickup. Sorry for the...
It's got a mirrored truss rod cover.
Does
Rabea.
it?
It's literally...
Wow.
Someone has come off of a building site, gone around Jackson, got, I've got 300 mirrors in the back of the van here. I've just nicked off the old
back of the van.
What do you want to do? Give you a ton. Give us a ton. You can have a lot.
I think I'd go through a serious period of self-reflection with this guitar. It really helped me grow as a person. Anyway, let's just try gain, because why not?
I mean, I'm a sucker for an HSS Super Strat. I think I'd go. In my previous years, HSH has always been a thing for me. But I'm actually just going. You know what? You can't beat a neck single coil pickup. So HSS is good for me.
I don't know if I just get annoyed about the middle one just being in the way.
Will you just
I'd
go
put a kill
HS?
switch
Would
there.
you? Would you?
I'd put a kill switch right
Literally there.
Yeah.
Like, or there.
So that when I'm alternating it picking, no one can hear it.
I must admit, fair play, Jackson. This is a brave move this year, Jackson. There's not a lot of vanilla in the Jackson catalogue this year. I suppose there's a few black guitars which are vanilla, aren't they? But everything else, you're going to either love it or you're going to hate it.
You can also make this guitar white in the reflection of that camera.
Spin it. Let's do camera 1, camera 2. Camera 3. Can we get a picture? Can we get Pete waving in the background?
Yeah, can we see Pete? Like, I don't know where.
Yeah, can we get Pete in the camera? I don't know. It's hard to.
Can you see him?
No. All right, there you go.
And here we are. The reason we're all laughing here is that we've just realised that for the whole section, whilst Rabea was telling us the different variances that this was available in, we totally didn't realise that the 6-string with the Floyd was sitting right next
about
to
a
it
foot away from
the
you.
entire time. It is late, and this is our 17th video of the day. So look, here we are. Might as well finish on this then, hadn't we? So this is the SL2 with or without a Floyd. If you want, you can have like a 6-string hardtail version of that. Again, they've nailed this unicorn colour. It's absolutely identical to every unicorn I've ever seen, minus the rainbow poop. And then you've got the 2 Duncan distortions, the mahogany body, ash top, the through neck, scarf, what do you call it? Scarf jobby jobby?
Scarf jobby job.
Scarf jobby job. Again, this is classic Jackson territory. Slim neck, flat fingerboard, lots of pointy bits. Let's see, does it... Middle position. Aha! Got it in there. Bridge. It's pokey. It's poking the amp. And then if I turn this off and put this on.
Yes.
I mean, again, crazy flat fretboards. It's a shred machine. So it's and I'm not a shred machine. So, but I like the look of it. I like the vibe.
How similar do you think that the necks on Jacksons are to Ibanez? Like, as in, I've always put them in the same ballpark of like flat, thin, wide kind of vibes.
I think if you go, I mean, the Ibanez catalogue's pretty crazy now in the sense of different guitars and different genres. So but I think if you went Wizard neck,
Right, okay.
I think you'd go even thinner and wider.
Is that the
than
most
Jackson.
popular Ibanez neck it is?
I don't know about the most popular, but it's probably the iconic.
Right.
It's like, I think when you talk about neck carves, you talk about Fender C, you perhaps talk about the Wizard, and for
So
me,
is this more wizardy?
No, I think for me the Jackson and the Kramer and those kind of the early hot roddy kind of stuff are like you've had a Fender and you've just basically taken a you know,
Oh,
like
really?
a bit of sandpaper or something, and just tried to. I always kind of feel
fair.
they're more like a super worn-in Fender rather than you know, maybe a classical. I don't know. Maybe Jackson's a bit more like that than a Charvel or something. But there we are. So Rabea, it's been an absolute pleasure having you along today.
I think it's been a time of reflection. Serious, great,
Yeah.
loud reflection.
Yes, we've played some loud guitar today. We've had some fun. It's been entertaining listening to you jamming with Pete.
certainly
Certainly
has.
substantially
We can like you better.
better guitar playing in those other videos. Oh, look at that.
We've even got a new light angle on Lee, see? Look at that.
You can do one of those things. Can you just like old horror movies where you just make my eyes light up in a sort of way?
Sorry.
So there we are. But and I hope if you've watched these videos on the day of release, you've had some fun over on our social channels and you've found that informative as well. Got to speak to somebody from Jackson or EVH or Charvel. That's it, really. We are done signing out now. I've been the captain.
And I've been Rabea.
Au revoir.
Goodbye.